Welcome back to the Loveland Report Loan Arranger Show. We've been talking about how inventory's down, sales are up, interest rates are stubborn, still in the sixes. Be happy with it. Buy something. We'll make you rich. Talking about all that, making a real estate plan. I want to do a couple more listings, Bruce. I got some really nice executive style custom homes here. I got one for $649 in Country Club of Mount Dora. Great community before Mount Dora was even popular. Great,
it's pretty hot right now too.
With a golf course, all kinds of new construction around this. You got an oversized lot with no neighbors behind you, 2 master bedrooms. This is custom built, Bruce. This is what most people don't understand. You know, builders can say, "Oh, we're custom," and you can pick your packages, pick your colors. This was custom as far as ceiling design, architectural features, master bedroom, double, tub and shower in both en suites. Got a den, also big pool out back. Huge screen patio, $649 for one of the premier streets inside Mount Dora Country Club. Builder's own home in Oviedo, 4,000 square feet, $875,000, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths with an in-law apartment.
Nice.
Side entry, 3-car garage, plenty of room in this house. Big open great room plan in the kitchen. Huge, enormous island. It's got the master bedroom upstairs. The whole upstairs.
Where's this one?
Bamboo floors, downtown Oviedo for $875. The garage apartment has basically sometimes you get one big studio, Bruce. This is one big living area plus a bedroom plus a bathroom, laundry room. Doesn't feel like your little studio apartment. So $875 for that in Oviedo. And then I've got Metro West for $600,000, 2,900 square feet, single story, not a box, not a big 2-story box.
You don't want to climb the stairs.
Only room upstairs is the bonus room. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and a 3-car garage. Solar panels are paid for. So the power bill on this house is about $50 to $80. The solar panels take care of the rest of it on a 3,000 square foot home. You can move right in on this one for $620,000.
Yep. And we've got a program that is a down payment assistance program that supplies solar panels. So it's a very unique program. It's a first-time home buyer down payment assistance program. So you can get up to 5% of your purchase price towards your closing costs, and you get solar panels, but there's no second mortgage for the solar panels. There's no lease for the solar panels. You own them. And here's the thing. The solar panels are going to be installed in your home within about 60 to 90 days. And as soon as the solar panels are installed, the down payment assistance is now forgiven. You heard me, forgiven. You don't, so you could physically go back and at some point rent the property because you don't owe the money back. You could sell the property in the future and not pay the money back. Because remember, most down payment assistance, you have to pay the money back. A lot of folks don't know that. Even with Hometown Heroes, it's a 0 interest second, but you have to pay it back. With this program, there is nothing to pay back. The solar panels are financed into the first mortgage and it's done.
And but you're buying a $400,000 house. Your mortgage is probably going to end up around 410. 420,
probably about 435. Okay. You're gonna put about 25.
So it's going to take you a couple
000.
years, kind of like driving the car off the lot, to actually get to the point where you've got some equity.
That's right.
But that's a great deal, and no second loan.
There's no second liens.
I'm literally advising.
You can rent the property. You can do all kinds of things with it. You can refinance it. See, here's the problem with most down payment assistance programs. And don't get me wrong, I help folks every day with DPA, but there is some downsides, and it has to be discussed. And it's one of the common things, even with Hometown Heroes or Florida Bond, that money is to be repaid. Even if you paid the mortgage off over 30 years, at the end of 30 years, you got to pay it back. Now, I would take all the 0 interest loans anybody would give me. I will take them and I'll still pay them back because I'm not paying any money on them. But what happens is, if interest rates right now, say on Hometown Heroes, are 6.5%, and rates drop a year and a half from now to 5.5%, you'd have to pay that money back in order to refinance it, which I don't like that idea, but that is the rules. And that's the case in any down payment assistance program, even City of Orlando, Orange County, Pinellas County, Brevard County. If you refi it or move out or rent it, you got to pay it back. If you have questions about any down payment assistance programs, I want you to call the loan arranger, because we have the details on all of them. And we'll give you the pros and cons in a lot of it. Like, I'm for Hometown Heroes. I think it's a great program to help heroes. If you don't own a home, don't let the fact that you have to repay the money stop you. Still buy the home. Still get the home and get the hometown heroes.
5 years from now, we're not going to be talking about, how it's worth less.
Right. But we will go over, like, some people, some lenders, first of all, a lot of lenders don't like doing hometown heroes because lenders don't make really much money on it. There's not a lot of profit to be made. But in my opinion, it's not about my profit margin. It's about helping more people become homeowners. If you become a homeowner and I help you with that, I helped the client with Hometown Heroes last year. They've referred 3 people to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So some lender would look at that and go, well, you didn't make any money when you closed the loan. Okay. But I got 3 buyers from it.
Yeah.
So does that make me money? Yeah, it makes me money. I closed 3 more loans out of it.
I just had a gentleman call me. I sold him his house 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
And he wasn't even in, it's funny, he wasn't on my phone. We didn't have cell phones then. I think we were still on pagers, or we might have had big brick phones then. I don't know, but it was just amazing. He just said he remembers that we had just, my mom had Loveland Properties and we shut down temporarily, kind of like she had sold the company because she had 20 agents, and she gave better service. And we decided this to be a team with admin help like I have now. And we accomplished more than trying to run a brokerage and get 20 agents to try and sell houses every month. And it just worked out a lot better. But
I think you can get better customer service when you have a tighter team.
Yep.
Because I've gone up to where I've had 25, 28 loan officers out there. And quite frankly, it's a babysitting job. And it can be a logistical nightmare. And then you got egos, and then you have, it can be challenging.
I want to help more people. And one thing about this gentleman here, he had a choice. He actually had found the house he wanted, bought that, going to the beach, bought a condo on the beach. And so he had that luxury because he had the cash to buy the other one. He went in cash, actually had to compete on another offer. And so we're going to get him up and listed. He's just getting that closed, and his house is ready to show. We talked about a couple things for a handyman. He's got a little bit of work to do in the yard. We made a plan on what's going on. He knows what to expect. And I showed him the pricing, and he's very happy with that. And I showed him who's getting, his neighbor sold for $100,000 more than he's going to sell for because they had just done a $150,000 renovation.
Sure.
So all these things come into play. But I just thought that was a neat factor. And I'm like thinking, I remember that name. And I pulled up the house. I'm like, I remember this house.
No kidding.
So, but it was funny because back then I think we'd lost one to multiple offers, and it was only like 130,000. So anyway, call me at 407. I'll help you. 407-352-8118, or go to cleveloveland.com.
All right. Now let's talk a little bit, Cleve, about what's going on with interest rates. What's happening in the market right now? What's causing these effects? So right now, there's some news saying that we are headed for a recession. We are not going to be heading for a recession. I don't see a recession happening. However,
the same people that say orange man bad.
Yeah. However, we are experiencing some inflation. And when that inflation goes up, interest rates go up. Why do they go up? Because inflation erodes the bond market. They're also creating more bonds, and bonds hate more bonds. Believe it or not, the bond market reacts when more bonds come onto the market, and it doesn't like it. So those are 2 factors that are driving interest rates up right now. Now, for all of you folks that have wanted to hold off to refinance or to purchase a home waiting for interest rates to drop, I hope you are well aware that the central banks of Europe, the European central banks, are pressuring us to raise our Fed rate. And we are getting serious pressure on that. So we have already heard from Warsh, and he hasn't come out and said it, but I'm going to tell you something. It was very possible that we could have some rate hikes in the first quarter of next year. Now, if we see inflation continuing to rise the way we are right now, you could see a rate hike even before the end of the year. But here's the thing. I don't think rate hikes affect interest rates on mortgages like people think they do. What affects them positively or negatively is the bond market. And the bond market is not liking the way things are right now.
It's been crap for 4 years.
It's not better today. It's just not. This week was not a great week in the bond market, and we saw interest rates pop up a little bit. I do think they will come down. They'll settle a little bit in the next couple of weeks, but it is not a floating market. And so, but I don't say this to discourage you because interest rates aren't high. They've just gone.
Prices are going to go up.
but prices are going to go up. We can always refinance later. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you are the person that wants to wait, you're going to push yourself out so long that you're going to see rates continue to rise, and you're just going to stay out of the market, where you could get in the market right now. As inventory continues to shrink, these home prices are going to go up. You've got to get into the market, folks. You can't play the market with a checkbook. Like your money can't be in your checking account. It's got to be in houses. And when you buy a home, don't think of it as spending money. Think of it as transferring the asset from your account to your house, and it will continue to build for you. My name's Bruce Woodburn. I'm the loan arranger. I will help you get into your home. I will make sure you get the perfect mortgage for your circumstances. Call me now at 407-250-9144 or go to webringyouhome.com. I'm also doing a lot of investor transactions. My DSCRs are very, very popular for investors. So I think we got about 3 minutes left in this segment.
I want to dig a little more into selling than buying. And this
Okay.
is where I help people with what they've got going on. I just went to, for example, one house, Bruce, semi-pro hoarder.
Okay.
Semi-pro, only up to about your ankles on everything,
Oh,
just
boy.
about every room. So, and they are going to actually get a storage unit and have a garage sale and donate. They needed to do a big house. And so that'll be done. And it's just showing with clutter is just terrible.
It's not good for
Literally the
sales.
staging, I've got a 50-point staging checklist, was usually just cleaning and touch up paint in the yard and decluttering the house and staging it. When I say staging, I don't want you renting somebody else's furniture.
No.
I want you clearing the countertops off. I want you to put stuff away. One room out of a 4-bedroom home with boxes in it or stuff stacked in the garage, people know you're moving, but clutter makes them nervous. They don't know what's going on. They can't place their own items in that home. They can't imagine what they look like in that home. And buyers don't have a great imagination. That's why we've got jobs. So that's one thing we do there. Also, some homes I walk into, they are just perfect. And the seller's like, well, wait a minute, I think I need to remodel the kitchen. No. So I am all for spending about 1 or 2% of the price of the home, not 5 to 10. Most people think they need to spend 5 to 10%, and it's just not necessary. You're better off to save that money for the next home. Let somebody else adapt to what you're doing. And then it's about picking the right market position. Should you be 500 because you need some work, or should you be 550 because you're awesome? And that's what I help people pick out when they do a real estate plan with me. So call me at 407-352-8118, and we will help you out.
Yeah. And if you're looking to refinance, you're looking for a home equity line, maybe you're getting up there and you want to retire and you just don't feel like your pension or your Social Security is going to be enough. Maybe a reverse mortgage is right for you. Now, for those of you who've been listening to me for the last 25, 30 years, you probably know that I've not been a huge advocate of reverse mortgages. However, there is segment of the market. There are several people out there that it is the right thing for. I'm actually looking for my cousin right now. And she wants to retire. She's a hairdresser and she just turned 80 years old.
Still working?
She's still working. She works 3 days. She's cut down to 3 days a week, but she's still working. Some of those are 12-hour days and she's on her feet all day long. She's thinking about retiring. Well, she gets about $1,700 a month from Social Security, but that's not going to be enough. If I do a reverse, I'm going to get her about another $1,500 to $1,700 a month. So that could actually, and you don't have to pay it back.
Yeah.
You don't have to ever pay that money back. So people sometimes are worried about the family members, who's going to get the house with the reverse mortgage. The bank is not going to keep your house, folks. You can still sell the house. You got a year to sell the house after that person passes away. So there are benefits in it. If you would like to discover whether it's right for you, call me now at 407-250-9144 or go to webringyouhome.com. Cleve, what's your number there?
407-352-8118 for Cleve Loveland. We'll make you a real estate plan, or go to cleveloveland.com. We'll be working all weekend.
Yep. And we appreciate y'all listening to us. God bless you. Cleve and I are committed to helping you have a better life and make the right decisions when it comes to buying or selling a home, or investing in real estate, or even managing your property. 407-250-9144 or go to webringyouhome.com.